I've got daddy issues. You've got daddy issues. You've got daddy issues. We've got daddy issues, but not that kind.
Hey everyone, I am Joe, and welcome to the first edition of Daddy Issues. It's a new web series. I should say right from the start that we're not going to be talking about those kind of daddy issues. Like an 18-year-old girl who started stripping and doing blow because her father became a authority when she was 8. I thought that would be an interesting topic, right? That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, please do that. But we're going to be talking about issues related to being a dad. There's a lot of mom stuff out there, not a lot of dad stuff, so anything that stands in our way of happiness, anything that challenges us, we're going to be talking about on our show. My name is Joe. Like I said, I have 3 kids, sons aged 6 and 4, and a daughter who is 1, whose collective hobbies are shitting themselves, shitting on me, and saying I'm a bad father, depending on the day, of course. And I'd like to introduce my co-host, Danilo. Crap, that's not how you say your name, is it?
Mm-mm.
How do you say it?
Well, first of all, you know me like 10 years, and I still can't believe you can't pronounce my freaking name.
I think it's closer to 9.
9.
Anyways, but how do you say it? I've always wondered, but I never had to say it out loud.
So it's really not that hard. It's Danilo.
Are you sure?
It's my freaking name, of course I'm sure.
And in English, that's not supposed, phonetically, that's not how it's supposed to go, though. It should be an I, Danilo. I've always avoided saying your name, because we're not that close, let's be honest. I've always avoided saying your name out loud, because it's like, you know what it's like? It's like when you're parked at a red light, rather, in New York City, and a bum walks up to your car, so you roll your windows up and pretend to be playing on your phone so you don't have to interact with them. That's kind of how I feel about your name, dude.
We're here to talk about what makes us dads and some of the issues that you'll probably face like we do.
Yeah, and the first thing I wanted to talk
Wait,
about...
I have a question though. Was I brought on the show because I'm Hispanic? I feel like you needed like a Spanish dad to fill some kind of quota here.
Like in any corporation, right, there needs to be a certain percentage that is of minority. And there's only 2 of us, so one of us had to be Spanish.
Well, what's awesome is the non-Hispanic dad has more kids. Yeah, as Joe mentioned, I'm a dad as well. I do have only one son though. He is 4 years old now. His hobbies include putting ketchup on everything. Kid loves to put ketchup on marshmallows, cupcakes, gummy bears, you name it.
What we're going to be talking about today on our first episode of Daddy Issues is how to stay socially relevant, how to make it so that your kids don't prevent you from having a social life. But I found that the main problem is that once you have kids, your friends who don't have kids start treating you like the ugly girl to dance. They don't reply to your text messages, or if they do, it's just out of pity. They're not really interested in hanging out with you. So this is what a normal Friday night looks like for me now. You believe this shit? Every single one of my close friends out at a restaurant, my favorite restaurant tonight, and they posted it on Facebook.
Damn, she's got a nice rack.
Anyways, how do I get invited to these things? I should be there.
Well, you gotta stop wearing pajamas. That's one suggestion you need to take into consideration. 2, what's up with this wolf shirt?
I should be there with my close friends, but they don't give a shit because I'm home with the kids. How do I make friends who want to spend time with me?
Why don't you start up a Grindr account? Joe, you sound like you're whining a lot. It's really not that bad.
Oh, yeah?
If you want to have a social life, you got to own it. You got to make that shit happen.
How?
I just went to Australia like 3 weeks ago for like a month. I even left my kid behind.
Really?
Yeah. I swear to God, it seems like you're blowing things out of proportion. It's super simple to keep your social life and still be a parent. It's really not that hard.
But how? You seem to know. How do you do it?
It's easy. Just blackmail the people you love. I called my grandma up. I threatened her. I was like, yo, I'm not taking you to your dollar store if you don't watch my kid for a month.
You call her abuelita or abuela?
You got to own that shit. You want to make your social life happen. Same thing, like you have relatives you can call. Like I promised my mom, I was like, listen, Mom, I swear I'll stop drinking at family parties. I'll stop cursing on Facebook. Anything you can do to get other people to watch your kid. Think of it as like temporary adoption.
Did you really stop drinking at family parties?
Hell no. Here are some suggestions to keep you socially relevant. Number 1, blackmail the people you love. Number 2, never act desperate via text. This includes using multiple exclamation points in that weird, stupid praying emoji. Number 3, don't say dad things when you're out with friends.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. Forgot to clean my coolie.
All right, I'm just gonna call you Danny because I can't pronounce your actual name. I mean, this all sounds fine and good, and it sounds like you got some pretty solid ideas. But I'm sure that your social life isn't that active. I'm sure you don't go out that often. I'm sure you're not going out again for another month or so, right?
I'm actually, this is like, I'm kind of pre-gaming. I'm about to go out right after the show.
Right after the show.
Damn, that's why. Hurry the fuck up. I'm trying to go out.
And to think, I wasted my one night out every 3 months on this shit.
I've got daddy issues. You've got daddy issues. We've got daddy issues. We've got daddy issues, but not that kind.